Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Tuesday morning, which means another Masternode Shootout update video. This is for week 7. And before I jump into the figures, I received this comment yesterday on my staking video. So somebody said, please make a video on how we can remove masternodes. Is it possible to remove masternodes anytime, please? And how we pay every month VPS price from balance. So I will run over that. I'll do a quick tutorial on that at the end of the video. Anyway, let's jump straight in. No big changes this week after the issues last week with Bulwark Masternode going down. No issues to report this week. Everything's been running pretty smoothly. Obviously, we had a big spike up in price for Bitcoin and a lot of the large kind of altcoins a couple of days ago, so on Sunday, and then that continued yesterday, which was fantastic to see. Unfortunately, that has not been carried over into the prices of a lot of these coins. We're continuing to see some of them, down substantially. Not everything by any stretch. Of Vulcano and Helix both in positive territory overall. But if we look here, this was the cost of the Masternode at the 1st of January 2019. This is the value of it today. This is based on the prices last night at midnight. And we can see here everything, this is a profit loss, so everything purely based on that is down so far this year. So I think overall we had that first pretty decent week this year. First week of Jan we had a very good week, and then everything's been pretty bad since then. Now I think with the boost in prices the last couple of days, we're basically almost back to where we were at the end of the first week in Jan. So we're fractionally ahead of where we were 1st of Jan, a little bit below where we were at the end of the first week. But as you can see here, the prices of everything, all 6 of my masternodes, is down. The pure price of the masternode before we take into account the rewards that we've received this year. Once you do include those rewards, so we can see here this is the total rewards for 2019 so far. We can see that a couple of them are in positive territory. So Vulcano 1.53% up, Helix 0.37% up. Everything else is at a loss despite the returns that we've got. Anyway, congratulations this week to Vulcano taking over the #1 position from Helix. I think it was about 1% behind last week, and it's now about 1% ahead. So it looks like there could be quite a good battle between those two coins going forward. So congratulations to Vulcano. Helix, as I said, slipped to 2nd position, but still pretty decent. Syndicate steady in 3rd. And then we have a SmartCash, so that's up 1 position to 4th. Linda down 1 position, and Bulwark continues to trail along the bottom, caused by that massive sell-off in price so far this year. And if we look this week, another sell-off this week, we're down almost 2/3, over 2/3 purely in price, but almost 2/3 including the rewards, and $58.45. So it's been the largest staking rewards so far this year, but despite that, obviously it's well down on where we started the year. But let's have a quick glance at the coins for this last week. 855 Vulcano worth $3.02, 65 Bulwark worth $4.05. Must be said that only 4 stakes, and I think our average over this a year so far has been 5 stakes, so that's down a little bit on what we would expect. But obviously the beginning of this week's worth of Masternode, we were still waiting for that initial position when we had to reinstall the Masternode. Helix 189 worth 58 cents, 16,000 Linda worth $5.53, the largest individual staking coin this week. Masternode returned, I should say, this week, $5.33. SmartCash 80.4 worth 76 cents, and finally at the bottom here, Syndicate 44.8 worth 97 cents. So that's a grand total this week of $14.71, which, as you can see from the graph, is by far the worst week so far. Week 2, obviously, we had that issue with a Bulwark when it was down, and in week 6. So considering everything's been running this week, very, very disappointing returns. We'll have to see what happens, really. I mean, if you look at Bulwark, we made $4 this week. I think the first week this year we made $15 just from Bulwark. So the fact that the price is down over 2/3 has really affected our overall positions. It's really Bulwark and Linda, and to a lesser extent kind of Vulcano, which only came in a week into this experiment, that are generating our kind of return. So when either Linda or Bulwark the price is affected, then that obviously affects our overall returns more so than something like Helix, which makes up a very small percentage overall. Anyway, I think there's some positive kind of feeling, some positive sentiment in the markets now. It seems to be nice We've had that sort of 2-day run up of Bitcoin and all the large kind of altcoins. So if this continues through, hopefully we will see that reflected in some of these kind of smaller altcoins and some of these sort of staking and Masternode coins over the next few weeks. But that's it for this week. Before I finish, let me run over, as I mentioned at the beginning, how to switch off Masternode. So in terms of how we pay every month, I use Vulcano. You can pay by credit card or PayPal, I think. There's a lot of different providers out there. Vulcano are not necessarily the cheapest. I found them pretty reliable, but there's lots of other providers out there. You can have browse around online for those. But I'll just show you how to basically remove a Masternode. And the procedure is similar for almost all of the coins that I have. So we'll use Bulwark as an example. So basically when you set up your Masternode, you would have created a line in the Masternode configuration file. Now, a lot of new wallets have under tools, you can open the Masternode configuration file directly. If you can't, it tends to be here. So on Windows, it's in your app data roaming folder. You can see here's the different wallets, and we just open up Bulwark and masternode.conf. So that's what you need to look for whichever wallet you're updating. If you go to Tools, Open Masternode Configuration File, it's just opening this file here. So if you don't have that in a wallet, I know a lot of recent wallets is Helix, for example, has it as well. But some of the older wallets and some coins don't have that available. So you just need to go directly to your app data roaming folder. And basically what we're looking to do is unlock these locked coins. So when you set up a Masternode, the number of coins that are required for those Masternodes is locked up. So you can see here 5,000 for Bulwark. So those of my 5,277.75 Bulwark, 5,000 are locked, and we need to unlock those. So basically we edit this file, and you will have a line here which will have your alias, which is what you've called your Masternode, all the information. So this is your kind of private key, Masternode gen keys and stuff like that, and you just need to comment this out. So you either just put a hash before it, then save the file. So go File, Save, and then close that down. I'm not going to do that because obviously I don't want to overwrite it. Then once you've done that, close down your wallet. So go File, Exit, wait for your wallet to close completely. So when you first turn it off, it can still be kind of running and cleaning up the blockchain database. So wait until it disappears here from your system tray, and then you can open it up again. And when you open it up again, that will then be unlocked. So basically it's just, you just need to go to your Masternode configuration, comment out that line with a hash, or you can just delete that line if you're not going to use it again, and then those coins will be released, and basically there'll be nothing locked up. Then everything will be available to spend. So that's how you unlock Masternodes. If you do sort of take down one of your Masternodes, remember to go into your VPS provider and delete your VPS as well. Obviously you'll still be charged for that until you delete that at the VPS end. But that's basically how you do it for most coins. I know that been one or two that I've used a Chroma in the past. I know it's not running as a Masternode now, but that's done slightly differently. But basically anything with a core wallet works in pretty much the same way. And the easiest way to do, Tools, see if the configuration file's there. If it's not, just find it within your app data folder and edit it directly from there. But then make sure that the wallet's either off before you edit this, or then you close it down completely and then open it up again. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching as always, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. If anything isn't clear, let me know in the comments below, but hopefully that clears up those questions that you had, what was it, balance, from yesterday's video. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, that would be great, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.